Alright, I'm actually in my hotel. I'm about to leave in the next few hours, but I did want to talk about the newest Xenoverse 2 collab. He's a Dokkan Fest unit. Oh my god. No, Dokkan Fest still are, bro. I'm glad that we're getting a Xenoverse 2 collab. Don't get me wrong. We needed one for a while. We needed a Xenoverse collab for a while. When was the last time we had one? I think like maybe if we if I'm remembering correctly, I'm thinking 10 years ago. So oh, I guess it makes sense, right? It's the 10th year anniversary, or close to 10 or over 10-year anniversary of Xenoverse 2 and their final DLC. So they had to do something, and this is what they came up with: Super Saiyan God Vegeta, and he's named differently, so you can link him up with any other Super Saiyan God Vegeta. You don't know what his SSR looks like. I'm assuming it's gonna be Super Saiyan God Vegeta alone, but yeah, I could be wrong. Anyways, let's take a look. We also do have two other banner units. Okay. Let's do this. No, actually, let's take a look at the animations because I am fairly excited to see. Let me see if I have this turned on all the way. Let me fix the audio issues. Oh my god. Oh Lord. Please don't do that. There we go. Okay, we have Mira, we have Toa. Okay, that's not bad so far. Okay, then we have Xeno Trunks. We have not gotten one in a while. Oh, ever since the CPDCA, or not Super ECA, was it Super Strike? Oh. Okay. Animations are okay. Okay. Animations are okay so far.
I don't need any more power than what I have.
Okay.
Recompose yourself.
Okay, I'm liking this. Oh, okay. Oh. I'm liking it so far. Oh, the KO screen too. Looks sick. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. Animations, they're okay for now. I'm not gonna trash on them. They're okay. I know people have a very big tendency to judge the animations, but I think they're okay. The most important part is the kit, and that's what I'm here to read. So, let's take a look. So he's Extreme STR. Okay. He's a crossover. Oh wow. Actually, I should have pulled this up earlier. Crossover or Vegeta family. This, let me see. Tools and 200% plus leader skill. Let's put in crossover. Let's put in Vegeta family. And what else is he? Time Travelers or Realm of Gods. Okay. Time Travelers. Oh, I can't spell. What are we working with here? Oh my god. Of course. And I don't have him. But he... Okay. We got UI Goku, Daima Vegeta, the blue, the blues. Okay, that's actually not too bad actually. Who else do we have here? Super Easy Trunks, Daima, of course. Daima Vegeta would be on there. Hey, you know what? This could be his comeback. These could be their comebacks right here, right now. Super Saiyan 4 full power Vegito, Super Saiyan Blue Universe Tree Goku. Yeah, Demigra. We making some comebacks here. The Xeno Super Saiyan 4s. Okay, actually, this could be very good for him. Decently, because he has pretty good supports. Same for him. We need to see some. We need to see some ECAs for this one, please. Actually, that'd be pretty nice if we could get some ECAs, because a lot of us have been begging for crossover ECAs. This could be the time. If so, we need some real good shit. That's all I have to say. We need some real good shit. Alright. Oh. Interesting. His passive is a lot shorter than I would have guessed. He has an intro. If there's another crossover Realm of Gods on the team, gets 3 turns of crits and damage reduction. Oh, so 3 turns of 30% crit and damage reduction. My bad. And then gets a permanent 300% defense. Okay. Are you trying to make this guy tanky defense in terms of stats? Let's see. Gets 5 to 10 key randomly. Oh god. I'm okay with this. I'm just wondering what kind of key issues he's gonna have, if he is gonna have any, which I'm assuming maybe. I'm not sure. So let me think. You're getting 6 key from the leader skill. At the minimum, you're getting 5 key spears. No, not 5 keys. At 5 key, so 16, not 16, 11 key to 16 key max. So you need at least, what you'll call it, 7 key spears to 2 key spears for 18 key. It doesn't say, there's no buffs that give him any additional stats if he gets 24 key. Let's keep reading actually. 350% attack and defense, 30% damage reduction, and an additional super. When all allies in rotation are crossover, gets 30% damage reduction. They have to be crossover. I guess, right? Blue Goku might be. Actually, we'll have to take a look at his links. Blue Vegeta's in there. He probably might. ECA. If you're talking about purely just crossover, I guess you could put Rose. I guess you could, if you wanted to. Then you have to make some workarounds. Okay, sure. Let's see. Gets a 250%. Okay. Oh my god. I'm skipping a lot over. 30% damage reduction before attacking. 250% attack and defense. 100% attack and disable enemy guard with one or more SCR key spears. When attacking with 18 or more key. Okay. After receiving an attack, gets an additional super. After the enemy launches a super at this character, gets another super. So, talking 1, 2, 3. We're talking 4, 5 supers max, or 4 supers minimum. What are his stats looking like? So he's got 2,000 attack, close to 14k defense. Is he? Not sure how I truly feel about it. Additional supers are fine, I suppose. Let's continue on. This can only be activated if there's another crossover or Realm of Gods category ally in the same rotation, or a crossover or a Realm of Gods enemy starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle, or starting from the 6th turn from the start of battle. So essentially, he's a turn 1 active skill. If you have Realm of Gods or crossover on your team, it can only be. It doesn't matter if it's a full team of them, even though they expect you to. You just need one in order to satisfy the active skill condition, which is pretty good. So he transforms, removes. Oh, that's pretty helpful actually. I like that because of how stupid bosses are. They could seal, they could stun. What you call it? It's a ridiculous thing, and I'm glad they put that in there. And he gets 50% attacking defense for 1 turn, and it's multiplicative, by the way. Okay, interesting. Let's go to the next one. He has Xenoverse. Wait. No, not sketchable. Wait. He has Xenoverse. That's fucking wild. Is it not in here? 20% attack and 10% defense. Wow. Oh, I forgot he was in there too. Super Mira. Wait. Wait, I don't know how I feel about this now, bro. Oh my god. Yo, you really gonna link him up with goddamn Xeno Trunks? He's probably the only thing you could probably link up with, I guess. Because what Xenoverse Trunks gonna have? Xenoverse, First Battle, Royal Lineage? I believe that's probably it. Okay. Greatly raises attack for 1 turn. Has a high chance has a high chance to greatly raise attack for 1 turn. Oh, so he can do double buffs if it procs. His 18 key. I can see why they're doing it that way. Because that way his stats can coincide with the amount of damage reduction he has, and right now he has 90% damage reduction per 3 turns. Can you live with that? I suppose you can. But keep in mind, it's 3 turns, 90% damage reduction, 60% after that, and that 90% comes from before he attacks, and 60% comes after. So they want you to put him in slot 1. He has no guard, by the way, so you're purely relying on his damage reduction and stats. It's not too bad for now, but this is before he transforms, right? Yeah. He gets 10 key, 350% attack and defense, 30% damage reduction, launches an additional super, randomly changes his, oh, he's an orb changer. He's a rainbow orb changer, thank goodness. That's pretty good, actually. Another crossover, Realm of Gods, in the same rotation. Gets 30% damage reduction. Launches an additional super and gets permanent 300% defense. Okay, I'll take that. That's not too bad. It's kind of similar. It's actually the same, but just added 300%. Okay. 18 or more key gives them 250% attack and defense. So same thing right here. So they're keeping this right there. After receiving an attack, gets another additional and 30% crit for 6 turns. Has a chance to crit and have damage reduction plus 30%. Nullifies negative effects when there's another crossover category ally in the same rotation. That's pretty interesting, because that means, what we'll call it, every time you come into rotation, if a unit gets if he tries to get stunned or sealed on that rotation, it removes it. So his is technically just permanent. That's pretty good. And then he gets 150% defense when attacking starting from the 7th turn. Is he just made to tank and do a little bit of decent damage? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's how I'm reading it. I also am hearing that he may have this part of his passive. This part with the 300% defense, I think that's the right section right there, is where he's similar to Goma? Right? Right? I think so. I've seen posts about it. I need a double check on it. Alright. Is that it? No, here's a super attack. Massively raises attack for 1 turn on 12 key, and massively raises attack and defense on its 18 key. I'd say overall, I think Vegeta's pretty good. The only thing I want to see is how he performs, and that's going to be in a little bit. Alright, let's take a look at Xeno, Trunks, and Toa and Mira. Just go through them very quickly. Vegeta's family are Defenders of Justice, 3 key, 130%. Gets 2 key, 250% attack and defense with 30% damage reduction. 2 key, 30% support to crossover or Vegeta's family. It's pretty much made specifically for God Vegeta. For every crossover or Vegeta's family, depending on which one has more members, gets 100% attack and defense up to max of 500. Gets 10% crit and dodge up to max of 50. When attacking with 12 more key, he gets 250% attack and launches an additional super. Okay. When receiving an attack with 12 more key, gets 300% defense. With an int or physical key spear, gets 20% dodge in slot 2. And performs a crit with an additional super in slot 3. Interesting. And with an AGL, SCR, or Tech Key Spear, gives all allies 2 key 3% defense with guard. Oh, no, never mind. As I was about to say, he gives guard? Oh, no wonder Vegeta didn't have guard. No, it's 2 key 30% defense support for all allies for 2 turns, which is really good. And then he gets guard. Trunks gets guard in slot 2. Damn, if only they gave him guard. He then... Oh, hold on. All allies get 40% defense with 20% crit for 3 turns as in slot 3. So you want attack or defense with key in slot 2 or 3. I would personally put him in 2 because of the way that he works. But if I want to do more damage quickly, yeah, slot 3 is definitely better. Slot 3 is definitely better, but I prefer being in slot 2. Thank you very much. He's pretty good for support. I think I like this. Super attack really raises attack for 1 turn, does 3 damage, and then okay. Trunks is pretty good actually. Stat wise, one thing I do want to say is that I love the fact that they're keeping the attack and defense low, but they're keeping the HP high. I love that they're changing this. Please continue to make units have high stats. Because we've seen crossover units get lowballed for so long. At this point, this works. Alright. Let's take a look at Toa and Mira. You need to hurry up and get down to the gym. Alright. What are we looking at here? Time Travelers or Joint Forces 3 key 130. Launches an additional super. Oh, straight out of the gate. And then gives crossover or Time Travelers 2 key 30% attack and defense. So they're pretty good support for crossover too. For every crossover or Time Traveler category ally on the team, they get 100% attack and defense up to max of 500. 10% crit and damage reduction plus 10% up to a max of 50. So they're basically similar to Trunks in that sense. 250% attacking with 12 or more ki, 250% defense when receiving an attack with 12 or more ki for 4 turns. Gets 4 ki, 250% defense, and a scatter effect. Okay, that's actually pretty good, because then you get to know where you get to place your units. Okay. When attacking in slot 2, gets 100% attack, launches an additional that has a great chance of becoming super. In slot 3, he launches 2 additionals, with each of them having a great chance to super. In slot 3. And then for every attack performed, he gets 1 ki. What the hell? Why are you giving him 1 ki if this unit has... Oh my god. Why are other people saying no? Personally, I feel like you could just max it out at 12, because he's literally a TUR. They're literally a TUR. Sorry. They're literally a TUR. Oh my god. Oh, they stack attack and defense? Oh. Okay. Okay, I'm not complaining about this. They stack, which is pretty good. Okay. 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 They're on demonic power too. But okay. 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 You giving me something to not worry about. I think overall, I think these 3 units are fine. Trunks is pretty interesting. I really like this banner unit Trunks. Mira and Toa, I think they're pretty interesting as well. They are pretty good support for their respective categories. But they seem pretty good. They seem pretty good. Vegeta, I really want to see his performance. I really want to see his performance. There's no way they're making an LR and not making him good. They have to. And this is probably the best way to do it. But anyways, I think overall all 3 of them are pretty good. Will I summon for them? Probably, because it's a Xenoverse 2 collab. Like, come on. And Golden Week. I've heard this is separate from Golden Week. Which means, God knows what. I have to deal with this. Anyways, let me know how you guys feel about the new Xenoverse 2 units. After all, we've been waiting for a while, and I guess they're here. Anyways, let me know how you guys feel about them. Let me know what you guys think. And as always, I'll see y'all in the next one.